Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're doing part 2, and apparently, I'm not gonna lie, I did check TCG Player by now. This is being recorded the next day. I unfortunately couldn't record the video yesterday. I had some people over, so unfortunately, I had to stop recording, but did give me a chance to check up on it, and apparently, we got pretty lucky in the first box. I am not gonna lie. So, if you didn't see it, hey, check it out. Definitely one of those first box luck. We even got, I don't think this is big of a spoiler, but we even ended up getting the best, what's it called, box topper, which is just kind of hilarious. But yeah, I'll take it. We got Dokugumon, one new one, and then I believe I did get this one as well in the previous one. So not expecting too much. Again, you do get 2 out of 4, so very likely to get a very nice. This one. Pretty sure this is the other good one. So like I said, I did get the quote-unquote best one, so I already mentioned it, so might as well show it. Check it out. I don't know, which one do you guys prefer? I kind of still prefer the Lobomon, but I do know that these two are the quote-unquote chase. It's nothing crazy, obviously. I mean, these are just box toppers, so they usually, unless they're like promo ones, that it's like 1 in 6 or some insane shit like that, they're usually not gonna go too crazy, right? So, and when they do, trust me, you're gonna hear about it. So like, for example, Flame Dramon or Kuwagamon, people are gonna complain, so trust me, you're gonna hear about it. So, oh nice, we're starting off good, what the hell. But anyways, I actually kind of wanted to do a small discussion, not too discussion centric, because I'm not sure if I want to turn this into a full one. So for now, we'll just save it for this video, right? So I kind of wanted to talk about the position and the popularity of Digimon, maybe the IP as a whole / the TCG, because a TCG player report came out, and well, they themselves released it obviously, but it pretty much listed the top 10 selling TCGs in their website. And surprisingly, obviously, well, we should probably cover the first ones. Unsurprisingly, I should say, it's Pokemon #1. I mean, what the hell do you... Or sorry, Magic #1. Obviously, not too surprising. In my opinion, Magic is the TCG with the most players in general. Pokemon #2, not too surprising. But in my opinion, where Pokemon is different from Magic is that it has a lot more collectors. So a lot more people are going to buy boxes. They're going to rip packs. A lot of kids, for example, they're going to tell their parents, hey, buy me a box. So they're not necessarily going to go on TCG Player buy specific singles, right? Obviously, they still have a massive amount of players, as we can see. And a lot of people still buy boxes and steal product from TCG Player. So not too surprising, but still, in my opinion, it's just the fact that Pokemon has a lot more collectors, right? And then you have #3, Yu-Gi-Oh! So the top 3 are the top 3 games. Wow, surprise, right? Not too surprising. But let's actually get to #4. Here's where it starts to get interesting. And first of all, ooh, very nice. Dude, what the hell? I couldn't even introduce the caveat of the video without us getting it. What the fuck? I was gonna say, and tell you what, I'll introduce a bounty system to this video. If we manage to get a secret altar or any SP or any insane card, I'll open one of these booster bundles on this video. Fuck it. You know what? We met it. I've been wanting to open one of these. The others I'm probably just going to keep from my collection. So I didn't even get to introduce that condition before we met it. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm grateful for it. Pretty happy with a Seeker or Pull, which apparently are the chase cards on this one. I didn't think so based on the price of the box. Because usually if the Seekers are insanely good, it leads to a situation more so of Infernal or more so of, what's it called, a Beginning Observer, right? When the Seekers were so damn good. Which, in this case, they kind of are. So I'm kind of surprised, but maybe supply, at this point, they caught up. And by that point, if you have a bunch of supply, then it doesn't really matter, right? So kind of curious about that. But anyways, we'll talk more about that in the... I do plan to do did they manage to fix the Digimon problem, right? I do plan to do another discussion, so hold on to that. But let's go back to the TCG one. So #4. #4 is where it starts to actually get kind of interesting. And we have One Piece, which is so fucking cool to see. It's a slightly new TCG, obviously. It only has 2 years. They barely celebrated their two-year anniversary. I was going to say, was it barely over 2 years or 2 years? Yeah, no, it was 2 years. Their 2-year anniversary with their 9th set, right? So pretty cool. I'm very happy to see that people are very receptive. Obviously, One Piece being pretty hot IP, I would say. I mean, that's a slight understatement, right? I'm pretty sure it's one of the hottest IPs still, yeah, despite it being pretty old. So has a lot of fan base, a lot of collectors going for it, a lot of people buying sealed product, a lot of people actually liking the gameplay seemingly. So hey, it actually seems like it was a nice hit, right? So very happy for Bandai about that. Very happy to see for people who are into One Piece as well. And hey, very happy for the TCG space to have a very successful new TCG, right? That's obviously great to see where we're bringing in new people to the TCG space as a whole, right? Again, the TCG space as a whole, I feel like is a lot more niche, right? So very nice to see. I'm very happy about that. But okay, enough glazing One Piece. How about we get number 5, Lorcana. Not too surprising. I definitely thought, I'm not gonna lie, when One Piece and Lorcana, because they kind of released that around the same time, right? So when they were coming out, I kind of expected Lorcana to do a little better than One Piece. Not too much better, but I kind of just expected it because of the pool it has with the younger demographic, right? It has a lot of pull with kids and a lot of pull with Disney adults who essentially want to collect anything Disney. So sorry about that. So I kind of expected that to influence it a lot more, but obviously it still is, as we can see, it still is the number 5. So obviously it's nothing to sneer at or anything, but still pretty cool to see again another newish TCG in the top 5, right? So pretty cool to see, pretty happy to see that. Very curious to see if, obviously this is not a Bandai game, so I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but pretty curious to see if you guys are into it, if you guys have played it at all, have you guys given it a chance, all that good stuff, right? So hey, let me know. But how about we get into our number 6, the most important one, obviously, to the video, Digimon. So yeah, we actually made it. We we fucking made it to the top 10. Honestly, I'm not surprised that we made it to the top 10, but I'm not gonna lie. I actually kind of was surprised that it was the top 6, that it was number 6. I kind of expected it to be more so like number 8, well, maybe not number 7, because I kind of expected number 6 to be Star Wars just because of the IP, which don't worry, Star Wars, I'm pretty sure came in at number 7. So kind of still was kind of almost accurate there, but still pretty cool to see. I'm very happy to see that. And honestly, again, I kind of want to talk about that. I'm kind of surprised about that, but I want to talk about ways that maybe Digimon can expand the popularity and maybe match those, maybe not match them, right? That'd be kind of hard, but maybe get to closer to those One Piece levels, right? So that way I would think so, just because obviously One Piece is just such a long running series. I think that's what's been carrying it. And in my opinion, just Digimon doesn't have the luxury, right? Just because it's more so each season it's its own thing, so it doesn't build that a lot of people drop off and they kind of, what the hell? Oh, nice. We actually got our second. Wait, is this my second altar? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, is this our third or second? It's our second altar, and then we should be getting either another altar or possibly that's being too greedy. Possibly another seeker. So if we pull the altar seeker and a seeker, that'd be insane. But anyways, yeah, no, in my opinion, Digimon just doesn't have the luxury. Just the anime itself, I just don't really hear. I don't even know if it's still ongoing, right? It's one of those situations. So I just don't hear a lot about the newest season. So in my opinion, the best way they can go about it is try to establish a mainline, kind of like Pokemon did with video games. Try to establish a foothold in video games and try to create a consistent enough series. We kind of talked about this if you watched a long time ago, my Blast Days opening, and how, in my opinion, how Pokemon overtook Digimon was because of video games. Because video games became such a thing that everyone did, right? We started off it being such a niche thing, and now it's essentially most people have someone in their household that games, right? Either in console, PC, whatever. Some people are playing, and most likely some of those people have played Pokemon. It's a very big game because of that, and it has created a generational audience. What does that mean? It means that, let's say I played Pokemon when I was 10. I played Pokemon Blue, hypothetically speaking. I grew up, I had a kid. Guess what? I'm introducing him to Pokemon. I'm creating generational fans. It's like a loop, right? It's like a positive feedback loop. You're creating new fans, you're creating revenue. So in my opinion, that's kind of where Digimon is kind of stepped off, right? In my opinion, the games were just never consistent enough. They just kind of threw a bunch of different games at the wall just to kind of see what stuck, and never really created a series that you could kind of, or at least that I know of, that you could kind of really delve into and keep your consistency on, right? Kind of like Pokemon, because obviously Pokemon has a lot of spin-offs. I gonna hear you say, hey, they have Pokemon Snap, they have Pokemon Stadium, they have Pokemon XD, which we need a new remake of, or a new game of those, please, Pokemon. But they obviously have a lot of spin-offs. But in my opinion, what they did so well is first they established that continuity and that mainline expectation of games, right? So in my opinion, that's something that I don't think it's ever too late. I think I mentioned something about it, questioning it more so about it being too late in my Blast Days video. But in my opinion, I don't think it's ever too late. I think they did a game called Hacker Sleuth, which is kind of like a Persona inspired, like a turn based RPG in my opinion, or Shin Megami Tensei, whichever you prefer, I guess. I know a lot of people get salty when they give it credit to Persona, but you know what I mean, right? It's a tactic based or a turn based, sorry, tactic based, a turn based RPG, and it has a nice story, and you can progress through it. In my opinion, that's something nice to build off of. It got a lot of good reviews. I actually ended up getting it recently. I haven't played it, but I'm about to start playing it. I haven't played another game recently. Sorry about that, but I do plan to play it because honestly, I did hear a lot of good stuff, and I kind of wanted to play a Digimon game. So hey, I'm gonna give it a try. But from what I hear, it's obviously a turn based, like I was saying. So I don't know. I actually think that's a pretty good foundation to build off of. I think that's a pretty good thing to hopefully expand on. Obviously, each game. I'm not saying keep it the same every single game. That's dumb, right? But that's something that they can definitely incorporate, and hopefully they can imagine if they can go back and they can do like a first season game, right, inspired off of that, and then the second one, and you can just keep following along. In my opinion, that'd be something pretty cool. So I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? How do you think that they could increase the popularity? Obviously, seeing the results, it's not too bad, right? It's not like they need it. It's not like they're dying. It's not like they're number 10, right? It's not like they're not in the top 10. It's not bad, obviously. But how do you think we could increase the popularity of Digimon? Maybe not of just the card game, but as a whole, right? And in my opinion, that's one way. If we're just talking about the card game itself, in my opinion, they actually have been doing a pretty good job at making the boxes feel a lot better to open. So that's a huge plus for casuals. I feel like a lot of people kind of don't appreciate that, the box opening experience, because that's kind of what casuals do. Casuals walk into a game store and say, hey, give me that box of Silver Tempest. Give me that box. Give me that ETB. Give me that Digimon box. They don't go and research, oh, this is the best pool and this is this. At least most casuals don't, right? They kind of just walk into a store and they just buy and they open for pools. Most players don't even open for pools, right? So in my opinion, making that box opening experience that much better and actually focusing on that and making the pools. Obviously the cards are, in my opinion, pretty cool. In my opinion, for Bandai at least, Digimon has the best art, right? So that's a huge plus. Obviously the art is always improving, and the fact that they're giving you more hits, they're giving you the uncommon foils in this one. Obviously they did remove the potential of a fourth hit in the X boxes, but I think that was more so of a response to Infernal Ascension more than anything, just because maybe they wanted to see if that would help. Maybe the prices not go insane, right? But I'm kind of curious to see how the market will react to Chain of Liberation just based on that, because obviously Infernal Ascension, I hope you realize, didn't start at like $200 or like whatever it is. Ah, man, but it kind of just built up to that because of the Seekers. Well, actually, I don't know, because Infernal Ascension, in my opinion, actually had a lot better, what's it called, supers as well, right? So actually, it might not build up to that, but usually when the Seekers are that insane, that's kind of what happened there. So I'm kind of curious to see how they fixed it with this one. I'm kind of curious to see if the print run was just that much higher. Now that they're closer to matching their releases, maybe they increased the print run. Maybe they kind of were just rushing. Oh, come on. I thought it was the altar of this one. I was so excited. God damn it. Well, that sucks. I got really excited about that. But you know what? I'll take it. Yeah, I'm still pretty happy with my hits, honestly. I mean, I did get that Seeker altar, which is kind of crazy. And then we did get that Justice one, right? The altar. So that was pretty good. But yeah, I'm actually kind of curious. Speaking of the whole, obviously, popularity of Digimon and all that, I'm kind of curious. How do you guys think that the split is in Digimon? And obviously by that, I mean, how much do you guys think there is of collector versus players, right? I feel like Digimon is one of those that is much more so players versus collectors, right? So in my opinion, that's why it's also pretty high in TCU player, which is good to see, obviously. And obviously there is a good amount of collectors. I'm not saying there's not, because obviously I have been, at least when I tried, and obviously I don't overprice shit, I have been able to sell those really, really expensive chase cards, whereas in other games, kind of like Grand Archive, it took me a while to get a buyer for one of those, right? So there definitely is a market for collectors, but in my opinion, it's definitely more skewed towards players, right? So I think that Bandai has been doing these changes towards the boxes to try to cater towards the collectors a bit more, because obviously most players aren't going to open boxes, right? They're just going to buy singles, because that's obviously the most optimal way of doing it. So in my opinion, that's a good thing. They're trying to attract more collectors, and I think that's a good step in the right direction. In my opinion, another step in the right direction is making the box toppers more so, again, like blast days, where you know exactly what you're getting, but don't make them bad, right? Like, make them good cards, but you know exactly what you're getting, so that they don't become overpriced in the secondary market, because obviously if it's nice. I think it's actually the best super, so definitely happy with that. So they don't become insanely overpriced in the secondary market, kind of like, obviously you don't put a flame drum on, or a flame, what's flame drum on, right? A flame drum on there, but make them decent enough where, you know, they're not gonna be just, oh, a foil version of this common, right? So something like that. I don't know, but obviously whatever they're doing well enough that they're competing with, I mean, they're literally competing with some insane juggernauts. So Digimon is doing something right. That's all I'm saying. Let me see. Okay. Oh my goodness, sorry about that, guys. She threw it. Okay. That's what I was watching the whole time. I was watching this thing on the table, and my dog was just staring at it for the longest time. And I was just mouthing at her, no, 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 no. And she just threw it. Well, at least it's not too bad. So we should be fine. And thankfully, it didn't really make that much of a sound, because it's in a box. So we should be good. I don't think she damaged her or anything. So let's keep going. Let's finish up this video just so I could check. But yeah, no, I'm definitely curious how you guys feel about it. Now that she threw it, I mean, who the hell cares at this point? What the hell? I'm just gonna be as loud as possible, and I can fully concentrate on this. But I am kind of curious, how do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about the number 6 position, right? Do you guys think that it's a good position? Do you guys think that they could do better? Obviously, given that it is older than One Piece and Lorcana, at least. But again, in my opinion, those have insane IP powers carrying it, so kind of hard to compete. And given the Digimon, the IP, at least in my opinion, is not as strong as those, I still think it's pretty good. But there's definitely ways, in my opinion, to increase it, especially the number of collectors and players as well, given if you increase the interest in Digimon in general, again, in my opinion, with a mainline series of games, right? That's something that I kind of hope they're able to establish, that they're able to connect the audience to a series of games that they can look forward to. And obviously they can still have spin-offs. I'm not saying they can't, but just something to look forward to, right? Something that I appreciate. And speaking of the card game, I just think making changes like this is a great change in the right direction, and hopefully they keep doing that, right? Hopefully they keep making the boxes accessible, that they keep printing it enough. I feel like now that they're incorporating the two, it's definitely not gonna be as bad of an issue. Now they're not really catching up. It's just gonna be the same, right? So hopefully it won't be as bad, and we can have a steady supply of stock, and we don't have to deal with beginner of server / infernal. So we'll have to see about that. But it should be an altar, right? Oh, nice. Speaking of, hey, there you go. It's just a rare, so that kind of sucks. But you know what? And speaking of, yeah, there you go. So if you want to prove that they have the EX-07 ratios, hey, there you go. We did get 3 alt arts, whereas in EX-06 you could get, well, you would get 3 altars, and then you could, well, no, this one would improve it. Sorry, this one didn't prove it. It would prove it in the previous video. If you watch my previous video, I got 1 Seeker and 2 altars. So in the previous one, if I had gotten that, I would have gotten the 3 guaranteed altars, and then the Seeker would have been the extra hit. So I would have gotten 4 hits instead of 3. If you want to watch it, check out my first video. I think I actually did better in my first video. I'm not too sure. Let's actually review the hits. Here we can go through them real quick. In case you didn't see them, because I'm sorry, the lighting. I'm not sure why the lighting is so bad right now. It is broad daylight, my guy. Whoa, this one is actually so cool, dude. What the hell? Look at this. I was playing Exo Primal, and this literally looks like one of those suits. What the fuck? We have Metal Fusionmon. Tyrannomon. Oh, sorry. I don't even know why I left it there. But yeah, no, we got our boy right here. What the hell? Oh, so both Seekers. Oh, that's pretty cool. So this box is entirely based on Galamon. Damn, that's pretty cool. Well, obviously not entirely. Obviously, it's based on these guys as well. But the Seekers are entirely based on Galamon. That's actually sick. Because the other one is... I mean, if you stayed this far... I guess I can show you. If you, in case you missed it, we did get the... Oh, speaking of, there you go. X Antibody and Medieval Galamon. There you go. So those are the two Galamon versions. The new ones. Okay. Alright. Oh, come on. This is... What the hell? Dude, I didn't even realize what I got until I just saw this one. I definitely have to include this one. Alright, let's do this. I got a lot of similar supers, which I'm kind of happy about because I think I actually ended up getting some of the better ones. So, like the Sakyumon, the chick, like the fox chick, that's one of the better ones. And then the pyramid one, it's the best one. So I'm pretty happy about that. But obviously I can't use them in the top 5. So, number 1, hopefully you guys can see it. Hopefully it's not too bad. There you go. Medieval Galamon. Very, very nice. So why are you $40? That's actually, you know what? Let's actually read both. Fuck it. Now that weird. Why are you $60? Because the Magnamon was so obvious. The moment I read it, I knew that shit was broken. Let's actually see. So we got Galamon X Antibody. Okay, so obviously it digivolves from Galamon when digivolving. So when it attacks, if Galamon or X Antibodies in Digimon, so obviously it should be most likely if you're evolving it from Galamon. So until the end of the turn. Damn, so he gets 4,000 attack and what the fuck? Okay, so this guy's just gonna ram through everything. That's pretty cool. So once per turn, delete one of your opponent's 10,000 or lower, and this is gonna trigger. So this is gonna make this a lot easier to get to. If this effect didn't delete, trash your... Damn. While your opponent... He has more effects? What the hell? This dude has 3 effects. While you have 3... While you have... Sorry, 3. What the hell? While you have 0 or less memory, this Digimon isn't affected by your opponent's Digimon effects. God damn. Okay, he kind of goes crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I can definitely see why he is $60. What the... Okay, so this guy has... When this card would be played, suspend, reduce... Oh, okay. So you can... It has a different summoning condition. That's pretty cool. You may suspend one Digimon, then you may delete one of your opponent's 8,000 or lower. Okay. For each other suspended Digimon at 3,000. Oh, shit. Okay. So if you did that special summoning condition, this would be... You had 6,000, right? So that's like 14,000. Okay, so that even has an even bigger effect than the other one. But the other one, obviously, you can use it to attack as well. So you can technically delete 2, right? If you delete one that's under 10,000 already, and then you can just run through another one. So pretty cool. And then all turns... Once per turn, okay? When Digimon are played, you may activate one of these Digimons when Whoa! Dude, that's kind of crazy. So can you activate this in your opponent's turn? You can just delete one of their... What the fuck? Dude, so you just have free removal during your opponent's turn. That's broken. Unless that doesn't mean... Usually in Yu-Gi-Oh! They kind of specify like quick effect or something like that to... clarify that, hey, you can activate it during your opponent's turn. So I'm not sure if that's the case. If it's not the case, you can only activate it during your turn. It's still pretty good, but I can definitely see the other one just being a little better. And still, obviously, a pretty good card. I'm not going to hate, what the fuck. And then number 3, we're not going to go through this one, but still pretty cool art. We got Justimon, X Antibody. Very nice. Another X Antibody. What the hell? We got like 3 X Antibodies in this box. We got Gilmon X Antibody. What even is X Antibody? Just a paint? Are you serious? Like, this is cool. This actually looks X Antibody. This is just paint. What the hell? And then we had to give a shout out to one of our box toppers, Wamon. Why not just call him Whalemon? It's a fucking whale. Come on, at that point, you're already committed to it. But you know what? We got Wamon. Whatever. Still pretty cool. I love Moby Dick, and I love Pinocchio when the scene where he gets swallowed by the whale. So no, I didn't forget. A promise is a promise. You can feel free to skip this if you're just interested in Digimon. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. I am doing the discussion video, so please stay tuned for those. I plan to do the discussion video for the price stabilization and for the unification. Kind of just do a pros and cons and kind of just do a more so focused discussion on that, right? An entire little discussion. I'm obviously gonna just skim through the cards, so we're not gonna go through them or anything. But you know what? Again, we're celebrating this, so you know what? Screw it. But yeah, definitely stay tuned if you're interested. So if you're into Pokemon and Digimon like me, you're a freak like me, you're built different like me, then hey, how about we enjoy me getting shafted? Because Pokemon, let me tell you, Pokemon is absolutely brutal. I would never recommend doing this. I would never recommend I would never even recommend ripping packs. I'm not gonna lie. Especially now that boxes are like stupidly expensive. Oh, we got something. We got a known, I think. Hey. I don't think it's anything crazy. I think this is just a double rare, right? Hey, that's nice. At least we got, I guess it's something. Yeah, we got a known. Look at that. Very nice. Let's keep going. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people obviously used to hate on Digimon back then because they used to call it like the cheap Pokemon or like a copy of Pokemon. When I don't know, I just feel like, I mean, obviously kids being kids, right? But when you look at it, they're so different that it just kind of doesn't make sense. Obviously, if you're looking at it from a very like simplistic perspective, reductive perspective, a car's a car, you don't care about the brand kind of thing, then yeah, obviously small creature evolves into middle creature, evolves into big creature, might seem very similar, but I don't know, I feel like it's, oh, nice. What the hell? We ended up getting some pretty cool ones. For just 6 packs, we already got double rare and we got breaks in. Fortunately, I'm not the biggest fan of that evolution, but my favorite one in Kalos, I think, was Greninja. So obviously, I think that's a pretty basic take, so nothing too crazy. I think my favorite start of all time. I'm not gonna lie, I actually really like the Gen 9 stars. I didn't like the Gen 8 stars, but I actually love the Gen 9 ones. Because I feel like they look so cool. They look so animalistic. They look so... Whoa. Look at that. We got our boy Radiant Alakazam. Dude, I love Alakazam. It's probably... Whoa. You know what? Whatever. If you saw it, you saw it. That's fine. It's literally... I'm pretty sure these are worth like a penny. So... If you watched the video until now, then you know what's great. You can... I guess you can have it. Going, I think we have like 3 packs left, but yeah, Silver Tempest, obviously the chase card would be, I think, like the Lugia, but again, if you're only opening 6 packs, it's not looking good, boys. But I'm not gonna lie, I have opened a bunch of pretty bad booster bundles in the past, so this is actually not so bad. So I am not even gonna complain about that, because I've opened booster bundles where I've only gotten 1 hit, so that absolutely sucks. This isn't so bad, at least yet. We'll have to see. We still have 2 packs left. But yeah, if you're into Pokemon and Digimon, hey, let me know which one do you prefer. And it's okay if you say Pokemon. Obviously, I know this is a Digimon video, but you know what? Oh, nice. We actually got a... Is this an illustration, right? I think so. Or I think that's what it would be, right? Oh, shit. Dude, speaking of... Obviously, this isn't the chase card, I know, but... Dude, this actually wasn't a bad booster bundle at all. What the fuck? That's insane. I'm tempted to open those, but no. I know that's that gambler's fallacy, so we're not about to fall for it. And the funniest thing, even though we got some pretty decent hits, I'd say, just Pokemon is so hyped right now that you probably are better off keeping it sealed, right? I don't think I'm sorry, I just woke up like a little bit ago. That's why you see the light like that. It's pretty early, but slurring all my words. But anyways, yeah, no, nice. We actually got Omastar. Nice. Which one do you guys always pick in Kanto? Would you guys pick Omastar or Aerodactyl? Kind of curious about that. But yeah, no, right now it's just not worth opening Pokemon in my opinion. It's just, there's a lot of hype, right? There's just too many people trying to buy and, you know, just, oh, I'll double it on TCE player type of thing. So in my opinion right now, it's just not worth opening. I'll just keep these for my collection because, again, I do like collecting a lot of Pokemon. I know that you don't really see a lot of Pokemon there, but Pokemon is actually the main thing that I do collect. I'm not gonna lie. So that's just a me thing. I've always been a Pokemon fan though, so that's just how it is. So let's do this. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, should I do it? I'll just do a top 3 in this one. Just want to make the trash easier to throw away, but we're gonna just do it on the fly. 1, 2, Jinx, and then we got 3 break sense. All right, thank you so much for watching. Sorry for the messy video again. I did just wake up a little bit ago. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. Hopefully the narration wasn't the worst. Again, sorry it wasn't one of my best. Hopefully for the discussion videos, I'll go take a sip of water. I'll go eat breakfast. I'll wake up a little bit, and hopefully it should be a lot better. All right, hopefully I'll see you guys there. Thank you so much for watching. If you stayed until this part, if you watched the Pokemon and the Digimon, I mean, shit, thank you so much. So hopefully I'll see you there. See you.